And there and go live. Ooh. I think we're all good.
We're up and running like a herd of turtles.
Right.
Welcome to Road Comics Adventures.
We're live.
Yeah, we're barely alive. Let's just be honest. I'm Renee Bray. This is my co-host.
Esteemed. See, I can whisper now because we get better microphones, so you probably heard that. Esteemed.
Shut up. My co-host, Flip Orley.
Well, hello there, Renee.
If we seem a little goofy today, we are. We got 12 tomato plants in the ground this morning.
So that may sound less impressive than it is. When we first started doing gardens, I would build a raised bed. And so I would get to like 2x12 boards by 8 feet long, and then 4x4s as braces. And I would make these, no, I'm just saying. And then at some point we realized that as many things as we wanted to plant, it was going to be hard to have raised beds for everything. So we decided we were going to put it in the ground. But we don't have a tiller, and we've got this horrible grass, and all we have are hand tools. Is everything crotch humor with you?
No, I'm just listening to this. He has St. Augustine grass.
Oh, that's what it's called. Yeah. And it's called something.
Yeah, St. Augustine grass. And he was going to, first of all, we were planting cucumbers and tomatoes, which are both vines.
Cucumber!
And we were going to plant them along the fence. And he thought, we'll just make one little fence row. Well, we had harvested the seeds from some tomatoes we bought. And I didn't know how much they were going to grow. You know, this is our first time out at this. Apparently, we're good.
It appears.
Because we've now got those 12 plus 12 more. So we had 24 tomato plants. It's 24, and we had to get them in the ground. So needless to say, we don't have that much fence. He had to start to come out farther.
I have
in the 41, I don't know if I told you this, we have 41 pepper plants.
Oh.
41 pepper plants.
That's exciting.
That doesn't include the ones that are still in the ground. Those are the ones that are in the container.
In little trays?
Yeah.
Wow. So I have what's called a stirrup or a triangle hoe.
Don't call me names in front of people.
And so what I have to do.
I told you about calling me names.
Well, the only one that's watching is.
Yeah, and see, don't talk like that in front of her. She's a nice, cultured, crazy lady.
I know. I'm trying to school her on the ways of the world.
Yeah, she's been in third world countries in helicopters without doors on them. Why don't you tell her about life, Flip? I believe you have a fell out of a helicopter story.
You make her sound like Robert Duvall in, oh God, what's that Vietnam movie? I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
We watched that, didn't we?
No, that's no. What was the name of it? Anyway. I know that I'm not schooling. You've been around, you know things, whatever. I just.
And tell her about your trip in a helicopter.
Well,
Let me really make a story short for you.
Oh, thanks.
He fell out. Getting out, he fell out in front of a restaurant full of people. Just saying.
Boy, you really did shorten that up quite a bit.
See how it goes? Well, did they need to know anything else?
I think the color commentary matters, but it's like you're getting to that point where you said there's a couple times where I did shows where I just did punchlines. I think you just did a punchline. I mean, to a true story.
True story. Got the ending. Hello,
Maniki.
Hey, Nancy. Good to see you. Glad you're here. I hope you're feeling better. I hope everybody's up and on their feet. But go ahead, the raised beds. I guess you're.
So no, so what we had to do once we decided that we were no longer going to build raised beds, and we have the St. Augustine grass, is that I would take this triangle hoe and I would have to scrape off the grass and like the top layer with the roots. And it's only like about that wide,
Yeah.
roughly. So I've been scraping St. Augustine for days, weeks.
Yeah. And actually, here's the funny part. He goes out there and it's hard work. It really is. I give him a lot of credit for that. And I tried it for about 15 seconds and went, yeah, I'll put the seeds in the pots.
You know,
Have at it.
I don't like to act like a chauvinist. That said,
You're not a chauvinist.
I think there are genuinely, in some cases, differences between men and women. And not that women can't do things that men do well, not that men can't do things that women do well, but there's some differences. And even just in terms of upper body strength, this is kind of hard.
It's strenuous.
And so Renee could do it, but I think just because
she could, but she won't.
And she shouldn't have to.
Well,
and shouldn't have to.
And I'm just like, we'll get it done. But he's going along, and so he's out there doing that, and I'm planting. And the more we plant, the more the other stuff grows.
Oh my gosh!
But the great thing is our neighbor.
Well, real quick, Naniki said about me falling out of the helicopter. She said, "I read that on the boat yesterday. Love the book so far."
Oh,
thank you so much.
Nancy, that's so sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah, he did fall out of the helicopter.
So I have next to no experience growing things. I would say no experience, but un poquito. But Renee comes from a farming family, and even if she didn't do a lot of farming herself, it's in her Mr. Green genes.
Well, I'm farming adjacent, as you would say.
Yeah.
So anyway, you and I used to talk on the phone all the time. You would be doing stuff in your garden, and we talked about this. This is one of the reasons I moved here. I wanted to garden.
Yep.
And we decided to do it together, and it's working out really well. But our neighbor,
lovely people.
Oh, they're amazing people. We think they think of us as like children.
Well, it's because they talk to us and they act like we're children.
Like the young kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, now. And he came over and watered our plants for us one time while we were on the road, and he goes.
He called me up out of the blue.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Kathy Sampson and Mary Lou
Hey,
Stanley.
Kathy, I hope you got my text message. Sorry I missed your call. We were out trying to get some of the plants in before dark tonight. I'm thrilled you're coming to Punta Gorda. Kathy and the owners, Joe and Nancy Galanis
Yeah.
from Laughing, are going to come up and see us in Punta Gorda.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
I'm beside myself that you guys are coming.
So I get a call. We're both on the road, and our neighbor doesn't have Renee's number. He's got mine. So he called me up kind of in a panic. And he's always been very, very nice, but he frequently has advice on my gardening. This is before the Renee moved to Louisiana, because his stuff grows and mine limps along. So he called me. He's like, just so you know, I just watered, and your potato plants, your tomato plant, man, they ain't got no water nowhere.
The tomato and the cucumbers, remember?
Yeah, the leaves were like yellowing, and
he goes, they're not going to make it.
Yep, they're nitrogen deficient, and they're not going to make it.
They're anemic. All your plants are anemic. We're like, yeah, we'll be home Sunday. He was, and that you were already sick. Remember, that's when we were sick on the road.
Yep. So we were panicked. We thought, again, it's not the end of the world. It's not like.
But we're like, these are the babies. We've been growing them from seeds, And when you have to go on the road, you have to go on the road. So
we get home and we baby them. By the way, this is how you know Renee is more of a gardener than I am. When she lived in Orlando, she used to send me by mail garden jerky.
I don't use normal stuff. As a matter of fact, we have a whole new channel.
Oh, great segue.
Soil to Soul Lifestyle. I use things in different capacities. For example, in Orlando, I grew exotic plants, exotic orchids, a few other things, but mostly orchids. And I fertilize with coffee grounds, eggshells,
Right.
and
garden jerky.
banana peels.
That's what I meant. Well,
What are you doing now?
well, we had two people here, which is on YouTube, and then they disappeared. And so I was seeing if we were showing on YouTube or if something had gone wrong. So I was just looking. That's all. What?
So I would put together packages for him because he won't eat bananas.
I don't like blah.
And my son was eating a banana every day for lunch. So I would be like, bring the banana home, banana peel. So I would save them up and send it to him. And then it would take them. Our mail service sucks, by the way, if anybody's interested.
In Orlando, well, I mean, are you talking the U.S. Postal Service
US
everywhere?
Postal Service everywhere sucks. And I could tell you, because we would mail a package from Orlando to Louisiana, and it would take 9-10 days. And it took so long that he forgot I was sending him banana peel.
Flat forgot.
And he goes, is this beef jerky? What? Did you send me beef jerky? No.
Like out of the blue, I'm thinking, what a weird, I mean, lovely, very, very thoughtful, very nice. Kind of a weird thing to send by mail.
No, like the dried banana peels weren't.
Well, that was weirder. That was whatever. But I thought it was jerky. And thankfully I didn't take a bite of it because I don't like bananas, let alone old rotten ones that are
dried. They weren't rotten, they're dried bananas.
It's not like you put them in a dehydrator.
No, I lay them out in the sun to dry them.
Oh, do you hang them on the line?
I don't want to say what I do with them. I know where I want to put a couple of them right about now. But here's what's funny. If you go to my house right now in Orlando and you open the refrigerator, guess what's in there?
Garden jerky?
Garden jerky, because he's been saving these bananas all this time. And he's like, I'm getting ready for a second bag of them.
Wow.
I go, we'll be home in August. We'll get it. Keep saving them. We need them.
But so we came home and we started, using natural fertilizer and getting the crops.
I used a lot of extra coffee grounds. Use coffee grounds. I mean, we make 2 pots of coffee probably a day.
True.
So we always have coffee grounds. We eat 6 to 7 eggs a day.
True.
Take the eggshells and get them into a fine powder. They're wonderful for your garden. We don't have banana peels, but I use lemon rind for pH balance. I use lemon in the garden, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, we're planting stuff along the fence line that borders line with his house. So the other day, Flip wasn't feeling, it was when he was still not feeling well. Remember when I started planting out there?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So I'm planting a couple of cucumbers and I walk out to the fence and our neighbor goes, what are you doing? And I go, oh, I'm just getting these cucumbers planted. And he goes, are these the ones that you had at the raised bed? And I go, oh, yeah. And he goes, oh, they look a lot better. And then he goes, mine died.
Oh, I didn't realize that part.
Yeah, remember I told you.
I'm sending us a message in the chat. Sorry.
To whom?
To us.
Well, I wish you'd stop that. You're just wanting to play with the new equipment.
No, I just want to make sure I'm doing a beta test.
Oh, Lord, help me.
Now I want to see if it shows up. So anyway, so go ahead.
So anyway, he just walks out there every day. And I thought I was being funny when he said his had died. And he said, I've never lost a cucumber plant before. And now ours are going crazy. I've been posting pictures on Facebook. We made pickles. You got to go get the pickles.
I'm going to go get the pickles.
So I said to him, don't worry. We have like 18 cucumber plants. Please feel free to grab any cucumbers you want. He looked at me like he wished I'd melt into the sidewalk. So today his wife is out because she's wonderful. She buys snacks for Storm, the Road Comics Adventure begging dog. And I'm out there and she said, did my husband tell me that you were growing watermelon and pumpkins? And I said, yeah. I said, if you guys want some of those, you're more than welcome to them. I said, they're starting to bloom. And she goes, she looked at my little garden space and she goes, you know, they grow out, right? And I said, oh, yes, ma'am. I know they grow out. Like, yeah, I know we can't have a watermelon hanging from the fence.
I'm going to set this here for the moment.
If you guys, have you posted the watermelon? I did the behind the scenes.
I haven't posted anything.
Flip made refrigerator pickles. And I got to tell you, I wasn't expecting a lot.
I wasn't either.
Did you lose your thing?
No, what I did was I unplugged so I wouldn't lose the Bluetooth connection, and I plugged back in.
Wow. Well, I'm learning. This is all new equipment. We got some new equipment.
Yeah, if you're watching on my Facebook page or YouTube, we're using a brand new camera and brand new microphones, and it's all streamlined and hopefully better.
And you notice which channels he put them on, right?
Oh my God. We also have like more width. So if Renee like drifts out of screen on the phones, she's still on screen in YouTube.
You say that like that happens.
It never does. I'm just saying on the chance that one day maybe.
All right. Tell them about these refrigerator pickles.
So, and if you've heard us talk about anything, you know that we want to buy things from the store less and less. We have less faith in the quality of food that you get at grocery stores. And so when we can, where we can, we're doing our best to grow things out of the garden. And when we buy beef, we buy it from, no, leave it, perfect. Well, it'll rest there. I'm micromanaging.
You're about ready to get popped is what you're about ready to get because I was working with the plant. Does it look like I needed help?
No.
All right.
So, you know, if I don't eat mayo, but if we did, like we're going to make our own mayo. And we both like pickles. And so I wanted to look for an easy recipe. We're not looking for something that's like shelf safe, you know, for 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, we're not canning yet. We're thinking about trying that down the road, somewhere down the road.
And we might, but so such an easy recipe. And I didn't have high hopes. I thought it'd be edible. I thought it'd be no better than edible. But the brine is 2 parts water to 1 part vinegar. To that, you add approximately, depending on how much volume of liquid, approximately 3 teaspoons, so 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, so sugar and salt. You heat that over a stove, make sure that everything mixes really well, and then you let it cool, fully cool to room temperature. Once you have the brine, again, water, vinegar, sugar, salt, that's all it is. You then take your, whatever you want to pickle, right? So we took cucumbers out of our garden. Unlike our neighbor, we had plenty.
By the way, you know, this morning we have a few little tiny ones.
Oh, do we have more coming up?
We have 2. They really grew today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're about ready to pick. And then we have a bunch more little babies coming up.
Oh, wow. So to this, we added cucumbers, jalapeno slices, onions, garlic cloves, peppercorns,
Dill.
Fresh dill, dry dill, and mustard seed. And that's what we did.
And we've already tested them. Let's just be honest.
Well, I was going to pretend.
Somebody couldn't wait.
I wasn't going to wait. So this, right? Absolutely crunchy.
They're really good.
It's delicious.
Now, I don't eat sugar.
I don't either.
I'm going to have to tell my cousin and my aunt about these because they almost taste like Grandma Dunn's bread and butter.
Jalapeno.
Bread and butter pickles. I didn't say we're having dinner of pickles.
Mmm. Oh, good.
Is it really? I'm not eating one of the jalapenos.
Well, you are getting ready to make that happen.
Okay.
Hang on.
I was almost not willing to eat these, right?
Which I understand. You're going to want to, like, there's a thing. Yeah. I'm just helping.
You're going to help your way right into getting in trouble.
Come on.
It's really good.
It's really good. Anyway, so you stick, again, the cucumbers and whatever else you want in there, along with the fresh dill. You pour the brine in, and then you put it in the refrigerator, and they're ready to eat within after 24 hours. A little bit longer is better. I kid you not. A little bit of brine and some veggies, and you've got homemade fresh pickles with whatever you want. You can spice them up with like cayenne pepper or chili pepper flakes or something, or you can like tone them down. But you know exactly what's in them.
These are really good, and they're very sweet, but this isn't very much sugar. And I'm not willing to have any sugar. So there you go.
And Tina just hello, Tina. Hello.
Oh,
Tina.
my cousin Tina?
Yeah.
We got to send you this recipe. You would love this.
I'm going to have one more. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lower the liquid so we can make room for more cucumbers out of our garden.
Well, the other thing is you got to save me a cucumber. I need it.
I'm just going to let that sit there for a moment.
I need it because of a skincare recipe I'm getting ready to do.
No, you know what? I think you're right. I think sometimes you just make the sentence and you let it go. Flip fell out of the helicopter. I need me a cucumber. And just let it be.
Oh, I'm dying to say something right now, but I don't dare because it's not nice.
You want another jalapeno?
Yeah. Just the tip.
So good. Now, here's the thing. If you don't like pickles, probably not going to like these. But if you like pickles, oh, wow.
These are really good. And most everything came from the garden. I want to tell you, I think this would also be good with apple cider vinegar.
It would be. They said apple cider is one. I think they said red wine, but I won't swear to it.
Red wine vinegar might be good too, but I think the apple cider would be very good.
Yep.
So
anyway, so that's our little, I mean, you know what? It's really nice.
Yeah, I'd already segued into the skincare stuff. You want them?
Oh,
right.
Okay. Les, it's really nice to be able to make food from things you've grown, including homemade salsa. Back to the skincare.
Oh, yeah, he did make homemade salsa. Well, he thought he made homemade salsa, and then I critiqued it, and now it really is.
Who else we got? Susanna Kincaid.
Oh, hi. How are you doing? She's from Willville.
And she said, if you ever want a good chicken salad recipe, let me know. I'll send mine to you. Tina said, can you make lime pickles? You mean, and you spelled lime, L-Y-M-E. So I don't assume you mean throwing ticks in there. Is that correct?
It's my cousin. We don't know.
Is it Lime like lime?
I don't know.
Or is it like Lyme?
But I'll tell you, I
like
did
an
do
autoimmune disease.
I did do my first
You did your first what?
skincare.
Oh, can I put these back? And
Yes,
you
please.
tell
Yeah.
our friends?
I finally got to do one naturally nurturing, and I used the tallow that we made ourselves from beef bone broth. That starts to sound like Becky really quick. And we made that, and we'll be getting that video up. We did start a new channel, and I hope you guys will tune over to it and sign up for it. It's called Soil to Soul Lifestyle. And we're going to do different segments on it. We're going to put all of Flip's cooking on there, spicing it up with Flip. We'll be there. My naturally nurturing is going to be there. Look for all kinds of skincare stuff. As a matter of fact, I used the lotion that I made. I actually call it a body butter. That's tallow, honey, frankincense, and tea tree oil, along with some avocado oil. I'm using it, and I really love it. I really, really love it. But I'm going to be making some facial things with cucumber and with the aloe vera, and he's been growing aloe vera for quite a while.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be doing those kind of videos too. So once again, you can go to any of our Facebook page, and we have the Soil to Soul Lifestyle, and that's where we're gonna try to organize things better. Flip and I never dreamed we were going to expand like this.
True.
We have been free rolling since February of 2025.
Mm-hmm.
If something comes to us and we want to do it, we do it, and we don't think a lot about it. We wanted to grow our own food. We've turned into a garden. You love to cook. And the reason he's doing cooking videos is because I said to him, people need to learn this, because I think you're crazy good at what you do. You're really good at explaining it, and you're so versatile.
No, thanks.
You can either have a plain Midwestern meal with what you cook, with none of the spices, or they can make this Louisiana style.
Right. I mean, truth be told, like for instance, we make eggs every day. And
by we make eggs, that means I sit at my desk and go, how much longer till my breakfast is ready?
So we spent like last week making eggs that had like sort of an Italian flavor and flair.
Mm-hmm.
And then over the last 3 or 4 days, switched it up to having eggs that are more of a Mexican.
Cilantro.
Coriander.
The sweet basil and the Italian oregano from the garden are in there. They've been really, really good. We always have bacon. Bacon and
pepperoni.
Bacon and pepperoni. It's always so good, and it's amazing.
Right there, Dee Dee.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Says we are on our way home, tuning in for dinner with y'all and KFC night.
Oh, I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. I used to.
You still do. You just don't eat it, but you still love it, I would imagine.
I'm sure I still love it.
And she said I don't know if you were talking about me or Mike, but in either way, she said he makes great food, which if it's Mike, he says thank you. And if it's me, I say thank you. Suzanne said, just in case we start raising chickens. Susanna, we would love to raise chickens.
Here's the problem.
However, at this moment, Storm, the Road Comics Adventures dog,
is a chicken thief.
Would have them for a meal before we would get egg one out of them, because she's not a big fan of other animals. Likes people, doesn't like animals.
Yeah, we would really like to have some chickens.
Yeah.
And we're hoping at some point that we not only have this house, but we might be basing a lot of time out of Orlando, or not out of Orlando, but out of Florida. And if we do, we might be able to have chickens there.
Yeah, we want chickens and guinea hens.
Yes. Why do we want guinea hens?
As it turns out, I think chickens also, by the way. But one of guinea hen's favorite meals is
Ticks.
ticks. And evidently, if you want to believe the rumors, it sounds like there's a bit of a tick problem going on.
Also, the other thing we've added, which is my favorite part of Soil to Soul Lifestyle. Do you want to tell them what it is?
Nope, you.
Kitchen Witch.
Yep.
And that's going to be all the fun New Age stuff that we do. And I'm embracing it. This is something about me I very rarely tell anybody. But our friend Joanne from up in Arlington,
Right.
she's a big supporter too. We do, and we use a lot of kitchen things and a lot of household, very simple things. People go, "Oh, is that witchcraft?" Well, if blowing cinnamon off my hand into the front door is witchcraft, we have a real problem in this country with witches. It's a little thing to remind you and to help you manifest everything you want in your life. It helps you to focus. If you want to watch them, they're going to be fun. We're going to do one with you where you're going to watch me sage the house because you have no idea what.
All I know is that you need to stay away from the fire alarm, the smoke detector.
Yes, because
evidently they're sensitive.
And apparently you don't want all the firemen coming through the house because I would be, what? Filming. What? You were going to say something?
Nothing. I was, God, what was I even making? I was, pork chops. I was searing pork chops. And this is a very old house, so we don't have a,
we talked about this last week.
Yeah, we don't have a vent, a hood, or whatever. And it turns out if you're searing 22 pork chops, eventually the smoke is going to make its way to a very noisy item.
Yeah. He has a, we make no bones about it. We've been a little bit far behind. We've got some stuff we're still doing for Rebecca Rose.
Yep.
We've got some stuff we need to do for our speaking package.
True, also.
For our public keynote speaking. And we have your cooking videos. And by the time we finish tomorrow, we're going to have a couple of my videos.
Also true.
Because I'm going to do a rice cream for faces.
Is that rice still good, do you think, or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good. All right.
Rice cream. And I also want to do something with aloe vera and cucumber tomorrow.
That's because we have a cucumber that's grown. Oh, that's the other thing. Circling way back around. And if you already said this when I was getting the pickles, I apologize for repeating it. Both our neighbor, the husband and the wife, are baffled by the fact that almost everything we grow is from seeds. Because they buy plants. And again, they buy them from small plants, but they buy plants. And so they're like, so wait, what? You grow them from seeds? And
well, when she asked me about the pumpkin today, and I said, oh, yeah, we got pumpkins. And I said, if you want, I'm sure we're going to have extra. Just let me know. And she goes, oh, I don't like pumpkin. But she goes, you do know they spread. Yeah, I know they spread. We got plenty of room for them to go. And the way I plan it that way for a reason. So that the vining plants can spread. And then I said, I basically got the pumpkin for Storm because last year we were at Lowe's or Home Depot, one of those shopping, and they had the little pumpkins. And I said to him, we ought to get her a pumpkin. And he goes, why? I go, well, first of all, it's like a ball. You throw it and they have fun with it. And pumpkin's very good for dogs.
That I didn't know.
Very good. It's great for their stomachs. And, it's holistic, homemade.
I thought you were going to say hilarious.
No, but she was hilarious with that pumpkin. Yeah. She loved that pumpkin. And I said, when she was finished playing with it, I scooped up the seeds and that's where we got this. And my neighbor goes, from the seeds from the pumpkin? Yeah. And they just, and she goes, I was talking to my husband last night and And he said that you had the pumpkins and watermelons. I go, yeah, watermelons are here, pumpkins here, cantaloupe. Well, there's an awful lot of blooms. Yeah, because we're planning on having a lot of them. And they are just baffled that the two idiots.
Didn't one of them ask you if you're going to open up a stand?
Well, he asked me, he goes, are you guys going to be selling vegetables?
So if you want to buy vegetables, we're not going to ship, but we'll meet you at the O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
We'll be
parking lot.
next to the beef truck. Oh my God, that'd be funny, actually.
Right? Let's see. Naniki said that if I'm going to sear things, I should do it outside on the grill. I used to have a grill. I don't anymore, but you're absolutely right. And then Joanne is now on. And
Oh,
she says,
hey, Joanne. Did you finish your big fancy dinner? Joanne's at a meeting this week. We ought to, too, by the way, since you mentioned if you want vegetables. You know, if we do a vegetable thing, then they'd come to our house.
no, we're going to meet them at O'Reilly's.
Okay, because, you know, Dee Dee, and Mike was right. He goes, Dee Dee, they don't really want people coming to their house.
What part of meeting you at O'Reilly's Auto Parts store is hard for people to pick up on? There's a hint involved there.
But anyway, Joanne solved our problem. Joanne and I were talking the other day.
Right?
Joanne is going to help us. We are going to plan a reunion for next year, sometime around May 31st.
It seems like it's going to happen.
It is going to happen. And Joanne is amazing. Joanne is a can-do. So we are going to hold it close to New Orleans. We're going to make it as most cost-effective as we can.
Right?
So everybody can make it. We want Book Bag Becky. We want you all to be together. Here's one of the things I hope we can accomplish. I hope what we can accomplish is maybe having a place where each one of us, for example, Dee Dee, what you do with helping the animals, I hope you can put up a little booth and show it to the other people that are coming. I hope.
Are we renting a convention hall?
Kind of.
Are you kidding me?
Joanne, it's not a convention hall. We only need a meeting room for one night. But it would be wonderful if we could share all of that. Jeff Clark. What about Jeff Clark? He's hauling all of these animals. What if he could show other people and get them involved as well? What about my friends? You know, my crazy friends.
If I could just be in a couple planning meetings, I wouldn't have to ask you questions on the podcast. Real quick, let's see. Dee Dee says that Mike says hi, and Mike doesn't cook much food. Let's see.
Mike and I would get along really well, but we'd starve to death.
Susanna says pumpkins get rid of worms in your pets.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm sure, but maybe you guys can try them to see if they work for humans also.
That's not a bad idea. I like pumpkin.
So, yeah, I mean, I do too, but I didn't know they got rid of worms. That's cool.
That's very cool. Thank you. Thank you. I went to high school with her.
Well, I did not.
She never lived in the Magic House, though.
You have no idea what you're missing. The Magic House is amazing. And I'll bet you never visited the Keebler tree either. Did she? Nope.
Oh. See, the neighborhood is called McDermott Village. He's talking about McDermott Village, where I had a house.
Joanne, if you can't attend but would sponsor someone, let Renee know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's see. We help because we all help each other.
That would be wonderful. I can't. See, I love it that Book Bag Becky and Joanne have become friends through this. Tammy Trapnell, who does live in the Magic House, she got in touch with Steve Eric, one of our friends, who is battling cancer, and he loves it, and she prays with them, and it's really, really nice. I discovered the other day, I have several ministers. We have
Right?
Dion, who's battling cancer, who's also a minister. Randy Moore, who's my old youth minister that
You met when we were in Florida? No, Virginia. Yeah, we were in Arlington.
Arlington.
Yep.
No, we weren't. We were in Newport News.
Newport News. Right.
We have Stephen Boyer,
Yep. Out
a
of Dallas.
minister. I sent them all an email hooking them all up together because I want them to meet one another. You know, I don't know what anybody's beliefs are, but I think it's cool that they're all ministers. And wouldn't it be great? You know, you don't know who needs what, but I know this, we'd all have a great time. It'd be a lot of fun. And
There's a chance, and I won't swear to it, but there's a chance because I've not on the wagon. I've never had a problem with alcohol, but I've just, for whatever stupid reason, I've stopped drinking. And this is not a reflection on meeting with people, but there's a chance if we're in New Orleans and we're all getting together, I'll probably have a cocktail or two.
well, I also don't have a problem.
No, because you don't drink unless you're on stage, and you haven't even done that lately.
No, I have coffee.
Yep.
Might have more fun if I drank again.
But
I may throw back a couple of cocktails as well. Well, one, because I'd like to remember, you know how I am. I can't handle it, any kind of medical stuff.
well, no. And again, now you haven't had really much to drink at all in 6 years.
Yeah, so it's going to be like licking the Benadryl.
Yep. By the way, Joanne said, where was that? I think you said something. I lost it, but it said, I think Joanne said something about the pumpkin calms down a dog's stomach too.
Yes, I do know that, and it helps if they have diarrhea.
It creates it?
No, it stops it,
Oh.
slows it down.
Because I would say, why would you do that unless the dog is trying to evacuate? Well, if there's a blockage, you know. It's like natural magnesium citrate, but for a dog. Pumpkin lube. I'm just going to keep going until you want to join the conversation. I did like pumpkin lube. Why does it get so warm in here?
This is the most fun I have during the show, where I just want you. First of all, you can't stop, so you just keep talking, and you get and it keeps getting.
Well, nobody would just tune in to have us staring at each other or at a camera, and at some point it's like, you're not going to talk.
Oh, I bet they'd watch you stare, because you can't stare off for 5 minutes. You mister, you're an instigator. You are a troublemaker and an instigator.
Your point is?
They would watch it because you're a mess. You're a hot mess.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure we're all caught up. Just trying to make sure we're all caught up.
I'm sure our sponsor right now is thrilled that she picked this show.
Rebecca
Rose.
Dude, how much cleaner can I be calling it pumpkin lube?
I know.
Man.
And actually, if you don't notice, then you're blind, because the portrait's behind us. I love this. And you guys, I don't know how many of you have taken advantage of the great gift. I call it a gift certificate because I don't know what else to call it. But if you can do this, please take advantage of this, because I think it's amazing. I'm really thrilled with the portrait, aren't you?
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I where it's hung up, we see it all day, every day, because we do most of our work here in the den.
Yeah, and I can't take my eyes
in the
off it.
studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to sound more professional. We spend most of our time in the studio.
Yeah. You know what I realized?
Huh.
with the new camera system. They know we don't wear it. I know wear pants.
Well, no, in fact, I just fixed that. The phone right there and right there is pointed where they can see our legs. That was pointed where they can see our legs, but I just panned up
Oh, okay.
because I realized I'd cut off the top of the portrait.
Oh,
So I took it away
that
from
would
our,
be me because I'm the tallest one in there.
no, like the only one that was full face was Storm.
Which, by the way, she would have been very happy with that.
Oh yeah, my goodness.
I have to tell you, we went through yesterday. We're doing some editing because we want to show you guys everything. First of all, when they say it's red carpet treatment, they're not kidding.
Nope.
When we walked in, first of all, I always think I'm the queen wherever I am, and they actually had
a tiara.
several of them.
Oh, they had more than one?
Oh, there were a bunch of them.
I didn't know that.
You didn't get to see the secret closet.
I did not.
But Storm found out they had treats right away, and that took about 4 seconds. Now she's loving it. And we shot a lot of video, and we really enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be stuffy and horrible. Instead, it was relaxing and wonderful. It really was.
They couldn't have been more welcoming. They couldn't have been nicer, and they couldn't have made us feel more comfortable. 100%.
Yeah, and that's not easy. We're not.
Well, I can't speak for Renee. I can speak for myself, and I'm used to, especially when I'm in a performance situation, I'm used to being in charge. It's my stage. It's my direction. I'm used to kind of calling the shots. And it's not that I can't follow direction, but I'm not used to it and not a fan of it. They made it easy.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, you can see him on the podcast and see how hard it is to tell him what to do.
Dion Moore is watching.
Dion, so good to see you, my friend. And we wish you nothing but really good health. We have a lot of people in here. I know a lot of my friends are big on prayer. Please say an extra one for Dion this week. He could really use it.
And not just this week.
Every week.
Every week.
He's a good guy. And I hope you got my message about all the different ministers that we've got on here, which when you look at us, we go, they need a lot of ministers. But surprisingly enough, we got a lot of great ministers.
Yeah, which is nice.
Stephen Boyer, we have Dion Moore, Randy Moore, and Gary Finner. Gary Finner is on my Facebook page. Really good guy. Would be happy to help somebody out if they needed it.
Oh, wow. By the way, just like Becky also said, I just sit and listen to you guys while I'm sipping my coffee. It's very nice.
That is sweet. That is sweet. We have a good time. We love doing this. We really do.
On any given day, we'll sit in front of the cameras and we'll just talk to each other like this. We don't even turn the cameras on, but that's how much we enjoy it.
What is wrong with you?
I may have made that up.
What is wrong with you?
I wanted to drive the point home that we enjoy this so much that we even do it when we're not doing it. As you were.
You do realize what you did to yourself, right? Just then?
No.
Your face is blood red.
As Ralphie would say in A Christmas Story, fudge. Yep.
And the reason I have to tell him when he blushes is Flip is colorblind.
Not 100%, but evidently enough, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you were really red. What's funny is I'll go back and rewatch some of these. And yeah, because he forgets and he doesn't. But he'll be really red in them, which I enjoy.
So mean.
So let me see. What did we talk about?
In terms of what?
Everything. Oh, 25th of July. Oh, you need to put this on your calendar too. Don't forget to make an event for Satata Arts Theater.
Oh, Hokey Smoky Artichoke. Yeah. I'm gonna write talk. I'll write myself a note.
Yeah, Satata Arts is a beautiful little theater. And it's here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Flip's been worked there many times. I never worked there yet.
You've been there.
I've been there, but I've not performed there. And we are going to be there on July 25th. And you can find the link. I bet you also need to put it on your website.
Make event on Facebook.
We're doing the Road Comics Adventure Show for the very first time in Lafayette. That's the place, not that particular room. There's another room there where they did the open mic. I think they call it the OOF open mic.
I think that's what they call it.
That's where I went to do the first show I had done in 5-6 years.
It was, I don't want to tell tales out of school. If you've never been to an open mic night, they really range in quality from one night to the next, from one club to the next, from one town to the next.
You know, can I make a point
Yeah,
to tell you how different it is? When I did open mic night for the 4th time, there was a guy named Dan Whitney that was performing.
Oh, wow.
You all may know him as Larry the Cable Guy. I followed him.
Wow.
I was doing my 4th open night. He was about ready to become Larry the Cable Guy. So you may see the best of the best. You may see a guy that's been doing it for 15 years
Or you may see people get on stage their first, second, third time. They've had no direction. They don't know what they're doing. They're trying to figure out, and it's a bit of a struggle. And so
full skip.
Yeah, and everything in between. So the night that we went to Cité, met a lot of really nice people and some comics, I think, with a lot of promise, but most of them were sort of green and still trying to figure things out. And so it was the night was a bit of a challenge.
Right. And here's the interesting thing. Some of them knew of Flip because he's a big deal around here.
I'm not, but thank you.
Yeah. And here I come. They've never heard of me, never seen me. And here's all they know. I'm older and I haven't been on stage in 6 years.
And that's also with them not knowing that she'd been on stage for over 30.
Yeah. Well,
we did,
and we kind of left that part out. But
that was a need to know basis.
They were but give credit to Merrifield.
That's the guy who runs the
he's
open
a
mic.
Great guy.
It's Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, it's on Tuesdays. Yeah, it's right. Because we ended the
podcast.
So they're getting ready to do it, the open mic right now. So he knew that I probably knew some things, but they weren't ready for it because they were all kind of like, "Oh wow, we think she might be okay at doing this," and that's when I decided, yeah, I didn't.
Didn't they call you a ringer? So it's so funny because I had done, I was a guest on a podcast maybe 3-4 weeks before that. Right. And the gentleman who runs the open mic at Cité des Arts was the other guest on the podcast. So he had a chance to meet Renee. We didn't speak to him much and she didn't really give him much information about her background, but he at least knew that she knew something.
Well, he actually thought I was just your manager.
Right. But the other open mic comics, when we went there on that Tuesday night, didn't know anything about her. I'd never met her before.
But I got to give them a lot of credit. They were really nice.
Could not have been nicer.
Sometimes comics aren't so nice to each other.
Yeah. And these people were all genuinely friendly. And just before the night started, the guy who runs the open mic said to Renee, he's like, I don't know who I'm going to have close the show, also referred to as the headline spot. Like, would you mind headlining the open mic night?
Yeah. He goes, 10, 20 minutes. Would you be okay with that? And I'm used to doing an hour and a half, but
I can scale it back. I do punchlines.
I wasn't even sure. To be real honest, I wasn't sure what I could do. I hadn't even thought about my act in 6 years. When I quit, I quit.
Yeah. So I think the audience was very gracious and they wanted to laugh, but the evening sort of as we went from comic to comic kind of struggled a bit for laughs. And then they introduced Renee and when she went up, like all the other comics that had been on before her were like, They didn't have a scowl like, what can she do? They're like, well, I
Yeah,
wanna-
they're like, she's an. Let's face it. They go, she's an old lady. What she gonna? And she hadn't been on stage in 6 years. This is gonna be a nightmare.
and it was a yuck fest at the Chuckle Hut from the minute she got on stage to the minute she got off. And when she got off stage, all the other comics just absolutely bum rushed her. They couldn't wait to talk to you, and they had so many nice things to say, for good reason.
Huh.
But you were well respected and well received.
They were very gracious to me because I didn't do all of that good a set. But in the scheme of things and not being on, one thing about being on stage is timing is everything.
True.
Timing is everything, and it'll take you a couple of shows to get your timing back after 6 years.
Well, I told that story. I'd been off stage for 2 years from 2020. And then I got hired to do a private event for about, there was 500 people, 400 or 500 people there. And just before the event started, they go, oh, by the way, we have someone opening for you. I hadn't been on stage in 2 years. I had no idea if I'd even remember my show. I was kind of nervous. And then the introduction for this guy was, he just won the comedy festival in Australia, and he was voted Chicago's #1 comedian. And he had this lengthy.
Well, you know what I say.
Yeah.
Here's the rule. The longer the intro for the comedian, the least amount of funny you're getting out of him, because he's trying to build you up.
So I'm sweating bullets because this guy has a resume that was, if true, pretty impressive. And
let's just cut to the chase. How funny was he, Flip?
I can't begin to tell you, using the language that we would find appropriate on this particular podcast, I can't begin to tell you the level of suck. It was spectacular. It was, I mean, with
and let me tell you, we don't wish that on anybody.
No.
Especially not the guy who opens for you, because here's why. If you've ever been to a comedy show, it's supposed to build. Most of the time, it's 3 comics. The first guy is usually the newest guy.
Right, still figuring things out. Got a few good
MC, jokes. His job is to say a few jokes, and he represents the club, and he's the host, just like if...
Yeah, so he'll tell announcements like, don't forget there's a 2-item or 2-drink minimum. You know, there's the exits.
Yeah, and then he's to introduce it.
Right.
The second guy coming up, the middle person, is somebody who's pretty good, should be pretty good, and can handle 30 minutes of funny. Then you get the host again to get everybody so they can go take to the bathroom.
Right.
That's what it's all about, to come back for the final act that is the bigger act.
The headliner.
They're the headliner. They're the ones that have been doing this. They know what they're doing, and it's supposed to be a laugh fest.
Yeah.
If the guy in front of you sucks, now, for me, both you and I didn't do regular shows. You didn't use an opener.
Nope.
After me, seemed like you didn't have an opening act anymore.
No, you were, if not the last one to open for me, one of the last ones to open for me.
Really? I was just kidding about that.
No. Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, because that was 1990. By that point, I was mostly not having anybody open for me in most places. And then by 91, when I started doing improvs, never had an opener from that point on, ever.
And for me, I had somebody, usually before the headliner walks on stage, you have 45 minutes.
Right.
Of 15 minutes for the host, and for the middle act, 30. And then they bring on the headliner. Because I would do a long show, I had somebody that did 15 to 20 minutes in front of me, and then I did an hour to an hour and a half by myself. And I did that straight stand up. But that's the way I like to do it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. But if the guy in front of you is sucking for 30 minutes, you're just sitting in the back of the room going, I hope there are still people here.
Yes. And it's so funny because there were supposed to be 2 openers in front of me. So this guy, like, I was really nervous. I mean, he won this, he won that, he's Chicago's best, blah, 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 whatever. And then like from the first, and it wasn't jokes, it was stories, horrible stories, long setups with no payoff. Literally no payoff. He was,
wow, wonder what that's like.
there's a payoff. That was just hurtful. There's a payoff. You're going to make me do one of his stories, and then you're going to really be sorry.
No, I'm
'Cause
already sorry.
Because I remember it. But like with each new comment out of his mouth, like I get calmer and calmer. It's like, I don't care how much I suck. I'm not going to suck like that. Yeah. And then I didn't realize it, but they kept doing this, which means stretch, right? They kept doing that because it turns out the person that was supposed to follow him, but before me, they went to the wrong venue, which may or may not be true, but that's the story that we were told, and they never showed. And so they were having him stretch
Oh, Lord.
in anticipation of this other comic showing up, which they never did. It was brutal. It was brutal.
Well, I told you about my buddy Greg that was emceeing and the headliner didn't show up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great story. This is a guy, he's actually a big time headliner now.
Sought after, really funny. Crowds love him.
Crowds love him. I love him. He was open micing and just starting to get out on the road. And I was booking a club in Orlando and also kind of managing it, but I handled the open mics. I handled those guys. I helped them get out on the road. That's what I was doing. So I had him emceeing for this guy, and I think he might have been a comic hypnotist or a magician. He was a one-man show coming in.
Really?
And all he had was the MC, just the MC. But the problem was there was a huge storm outside. Now I'm at home for the night, finally have a night off. I'm getting ready to hit the road. And I had talked to the headliner and he was already on his way into Orlando, so I didn't worry about anything. I had hair dye on, I had a face mask, and I was doing my nails.
So you were ready to go.
Yeah. I just put hair dye in and the phone rings and it's my friend Greg. And he is like, hey, the guy isn't here yet. And I go, what do you mean? The show was supposed to start 10 minutes ago. And he goes, he's not here yet.
Oh, wow.
And I go, start the show in 5 more minutes, 15 minutes late. I'm going to try to get a hold of him. And away we go. I'll be there as quick as I can. I try to get a hold of the guy. I can't get a hold of him. And I go, I got to go in. So I get dressed. I go flying in. I'm a good 30 minutes. It's pouring down rain. There's hail. There's everything. I walk in the club and my friend goes, and here she is. I'm like, I'm soaking wet. I just walked through the door. And he introduces me and I walk up on stage and I said, hi. And I kind of explained what happened. I said, I'm sorry. And I go, you, sir, what's your name? And the whole rest of the audience tells me what his name is. Greg yells at the back, yeah, everybody knows everybody's name. I did my act 3 times. He only had like 10 minutes of material. So he instead of just talking, he went through the same 10 minutes 3 times in a row. It was hysterical.
I've done that once, but I was really drunk.
Yeah, if you're drinking and working, it's really good to stay with the script.
Well, so I was hired to do 30 minutes of stand-up, straight stand-up. It was a private event, and the private event was being held at a winery, and there was a wine tasting. And I showed up early, as I am prone to do, and they go, you want a glass of wine? I'm like, oh gosh, no, thank you, I'm working. And they're like, well, you don't want to drink with us? Well, no, it's not that I don't want to drink with you. It's just like I'm working. They're like, we're not good enough. Now you're faced with a dilemma. It's like, if I don't drink with them, I'm going to piss them off and they're going to be a hostile crowd. If I do drink with them, I run the risk of being an idiot. So I went with plan B. I didn't want to make them angry before I got on stage. I wanted them to be receptive to my show. So And they were laughing. They were laughing hard. And I thought to myself, I am killing it. But the only
They were laughing at you,
well, no,
not with you.
probably. But I knew something was amiss because the guy who hired me was in the front row. Literally, this is not figuratively. His head was in his hands, and the entire like last 20 minutes of the 30-minute set, he kept just shaking his head. He literally was sitting in the front row going,
That's where you go. I'm glad the check cleared before I got there.
So I got off stage. First of all, I go, so I've got this funny story I want to tell you. I hope you haven't heard it. And I started to like, man, this is like the 4th time we've heard it.
You know what? I'd like to say that was because you were drinking, but
I'm taking, do you see the incoming abuse that I take on a regular basis, sitting here minding my own business?
you're playing on your phone.
No, I'll tell you what I was doing.
You were probably checking the numbers.
No. I was
Ordering me dinner.
I was adjusting something for my ability to communicate better.
Mute.
The other way around.
You were up in your game?
Yeah. Yeah, I was having a hard
I knew you were up. I knew you were up to something.
Yeah, I was trying.
I was waiting for shit to start flashing.
No, I was having a harder time with back and forth, so I wanted to make sure that I was on board. I was trying to be responsible. Thanks for that. I was trying to help.
Well, I was waiting for stuff to start happening.
No, I don't mess with our podcast.
I thought we could have bright lights or something, and instead you're just turning up your.
I don't Bluetooth anything. Like I don't have a smart house. I don't have smart lights. I don't do any of that.
You don't have a smart partner.
Although we're going to have to get smart whatever when we start doing the public speaking, because we're going to be able to do the audio video stuff from remote, from on stage. So that we're going to have to figure out. Pamela Pearson says,
"Hey Pam, how are you?" She knows about a little secret. Remember the pictures I posted?
Yeah.
And then I had to take them down, and I tried to explain it in a generic way. I had to adjust the photos, and she goes, "Yeah, I saw everything." So you made me have a big laugh today, Pam. Thanks.
She said, Renee, we were talking about like you doing the clubs and what she said you are still, but were hilarious.
Oh, thank you. I had a really good time. And unfortunately, you know what's really funny? Flip hasn't ever really seen my show.
No? I mean, I've seen glimpses of stuff, but I haven't seen you on stage commanding a room, doing an hour, hour 30, hour 45, 2 hours. I have not had that opportunity. Tammy Woods is watching.
Hi, Tammy. How are you? It is good to see you. I love all my Wilmington people.
They are.
And now we got Dion. He's Florida. You know, I would tell you too, Dion, if you and Jackie can take advantage of the Rebecca Rose, if you feel up to it, she has a studio in Jacksonville and also in Orlando. You and Jackie could go have a wonderful, beautiful portrait made. I think it would be something really great for you. Get in touch with, I'll get in touch with Jackie in the next couple of days. It's on our Facebook pages.
Yep.
The certificates are there for you guys to get at any time. And just tell them you're with us.
And if you're curious about the quality, you look no further than right behind us. This lovely portrait.
I am shocked at the quality.
Yes,
I knew it was going to be nice. I did not expect this. Our unboxing, other people are jumping up and down, and Flip and I are like,
stone-faced, just jaw-dropped.
First of all, the fact that she made us look so good.
Well, we did have stand-in doubles, and that helped a lot. What?
Except for the dog. There's one picture that Flip and Storm took together, and all you can see is this much of Flip's arm. And at one point, you can almost see Storm going, "Get him out of my picture."
Well, she's, I mean, will sit still beautifully as long as you don't need her to sit still beautifully. And as soon as you need something from her, like you want to take a picture, or in this case, we were doing this portrait sitting, and especially because she knew there were snacks involved. So she had a hard time staying still. So I had to kind of hold her in place a little bit.
And let me tell you, Rebecca and Allie are small framed women, both holding big bags of dog treats. And I was like, oh my God, that this dog is going to knock them down and take the bag of treats and run.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She was, she's our girl. What can we say? How long have we been doing this tonight?
We're at $1.10. $1.10.
Wow. All right. I was just checking. Me.
No.
Why did I think you could change the lights and stuff? I was waiting for stuff to happen.
Wait, ready? No. What?
I just got an idea for the genie in the pot and the logo.
What?
The head down thing and the arms crossed. That would be a great pose for him. For the genie in the pot on my logo.
Yeah, I know.
Kitchen witch. Kitchen witch. Yeah, kitchen witch.
Yeah, and what am I? Cooking gin?
I don't know. We didn't name you. The name of the segment is Kitchen Witch.
I don't get a name. All right.
But I couldn't look at that. I was designing the logo, and I loved it, except he wasn't on it. And so we had to figure out a place. So we put a little genie in a pot for the kitchen.
And the idea came from the old I Dream a Genie, where in a couple episodes there was a male Jen, and I think he was like the sort of the head honcho or something. I'm not picking that up again.
I was waiting for something to happen.
No, yeah. Well,
you know what? Oh, you know why?
Something happened, but internally.
You know why I was thinking about it?
Huh.
And thought something was going to go off and happen? Because we were talking about it for the stuff for the public speaking.
That's what I'm saying.
I know, but for some reason, all of a sudden, I was like,
"We don't have."
I saw you playing with your phone. Don't think you're going to surprise me by changing the color of the lights and all that kind of stuff for popping stuff. I just wanted to tell you, I'm hip to that.
Now, here's a woman who's telling me she's concerned that I'm going to take my phone, which, if you know anything about me, I have no apps on my phone that Bluetooth anything to anyone ever. And she thinks I'm going to change the color of the lights, and I'm colorblind. So exactly how does that work?
I don't know, but we were talking about it because of the
Taste the rainbow.
We were talking about it. It was something ape.
Well, there's Audio Ape Pro, which is one system that'll do that. And then there's QLab, and I think QLab is software.
It is software. Yeah.
And so
I got that far. But see, I thought you were going to do some kind of hocus pocus, and I just wanted to let you know. You're not going to fool me. I'm on to you. And then you're like, I'm adjusting my
hearing. You'd think, based on the most recent portion of this conversation, I'd be adjusting my hearing down. But no, I was adjusting it up. What? My point being,
give us your point. Flip.
I find you so riveting, I don't want to miss a word. But for realsies.
This is why our garden grows so good, because you're full of that fertilizer.
Yeah, but I'm actually not kidding. Just so you know.
You're sweet. Well, I thought you were doing some magic stuff.
Go be nice. Go be nice. That's all I'm saying.
I thought for sure. I was waiting for light. I'm like, what? It's not happening. What are we doing? You did something wrong.
Here's the other thing. And I know you know this, but I don't do practical jokes.
I know, but I didn't think it was going to be a joke. I thought you were going to be practicing with some of the equipment we were using. And I was like,
well, if I practice some of the equipment, it's going to be messing up other people's performances in other parts of the country. Because we don't have that equipment yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that's we have to figure out what we need.
I thought you could do it on the phone with what we had.
No,
Because I thought it was remote working your computer. Do you see who's going to be in charge of the technical stuff?
why would I need remote to operate the computer when it's literally in arm's reach?
Because when we do the public speaking, it won't be arm's reach. You'll be doing it from the stage and the computer will be down there.
That's true. That's true. What phase, and this is a quiz, so you don't have to answer, it's a rhetorical question because I'm going to answer my own question. What phase are we in as it relates to remote equipment? We're in the research phase.
Well, I thought maybe you were trying something out.
We don't have anything, like we literally don't have anything.
Well, I'm aware of that now. But I just wanted you to know that I pay attention.
Evidently you don't.
Now, that's not true. I was listening the other night when you were talking all that gobbledygook and we were watching that stupid YouTube thing.
Yeah, you know what they call that? The research phase.
Well, I was actually paying attention.
Right. When you get to the point where I go, I'm going to the UPS store to pick up our Amazon package. That's the purchasing phase. And just after the purchasing phase is the practice phase. We're like 2 phases away.
See, I thought there might be some kind of trial or something. I really did. I was waiting for something to happen.
No, there is a trial phase.
I thought when you were doing that, I was waiting to see what popped up on the screen.
Alakazam.
Kind of like that.
No. So
what did you think? Because I'm not snoopy about you and your phone.
No, I thought you were messing with me. It's like, oh, you're in your phone. It's like, yeah, you know what? So here's the full-blown story. Not that you care. This is more for Renee, but feel free to listen in. Something that I always try to do, which is shower before the podcast. And I'm usually pretty good at making the time available where I can do that. However, I can't take little amplifiers into the shower with me because they're not waterproof, they're not water resistant, they're not good with water. So I take them out. And I showered, and then when I dried off and I was fully dry, I put them back in. However, the settings are butched right now, and I have to adjust the settings.
They're what?
Kind of butched. They're not where they need to be.
Do they change all the time?
Well, I recently I've had to sort of reset the volume once I put them in every day, so they're at a place where they're comfortable.
Okay.
So it dawned on me I was struggling to hear what you were saying. It's like, I don't know if you find there any riveting, but I do, and so I was like, I'm gonna make sure that I can catch every word without struggling.
And I'm waiting to see pictures come up. I'm looking for the big show.
Yeah. And here I am trying to be a good audience member.
You're an excellent member.
Hanging on your every word, but whatever. Hope you enjoy your breakfast tomorrow.
Well, here's the horrible thing.
You know what you're getting tomorrow? Garden jerky.
Let me just tell you, if you don't make me breakfast, then I have to make breakfast.
For you?
But do you know what'll happen? Do you know what that kitchen will look like?
No.
It won't be full of spices out on the counter. Look, it's butter, eggs, and salt.
Okay, do you know a Jeanette Murphy?
Yes, she was at the fundraiser.
Yes.
Jeanette was at the fundraiser up in Ohio.
That was an intro into Jeanette Murphy's here.
Really?
Yep, that's the story I'm sticking with.
Jeanette, it's good to see you. And my gosh, you know what? So many of the people I went to high school with, and Jeanette is one of them, look exactly like she did in high school. I'm the only one that feels like I've gotten older. She looks exactly like she did. I don't look anything like I did.
I don't know what I looked like. I don't know. I don't have many, if any, pictures. Do you have pictures?
Not a lot.
Yes,
No.
I don't either. So maybe you're distorting in your mind. You don't know.
No. Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't do very many pictures.
High school was a couple years ago, man. Come on. Have you ever sat there and
You know, you say stuff like that, and that's how you wind up in assisted living. You should see, because my mom was in an assisted living. And one time she calls and she goes, "You got to do something." "What's wrong, Mom?" "There's a lady, she came in here, I didn't like her. She had little drawings of animals, and they were really bad drawings. And she wanted me to tell her what they were." She goes, "I didn't like her, so I wasn't going to talk to her." Oh, no. So now I'm calling the place where she was. I go, "My mom said," and she goes, "they were giving her a test. They just were trying to find out her base. So they do outlines of like elephants and giraffes and to see if they can remember the name of
well, I know her base. Annoyed.
I go, "She didn't like the lady. She isn't going to answer the questions."
Donna Slaughter. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another beautiful girl I went to high school with. Still looks exactly the same. Hi, Donna. It's good to see you and Jeanette and everybody. I wish I'd have made it to the reunion. I would have taken you back with me. We almost went.
We came close.
You had theater shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we had a scheduling conflict, but short of that, we would have gone.
Yeah, we'd have been there.
Naniki, yes, you do. Although I left to VOC school after 10th.
Uh-huh.
Vocational school.
Vocational
Look,
school.
I figured it out myself. I almost called it VOC school. And it's like, it can't be VOC. Vocational school. I did self-correction.
I know there's some way we can get pictures to come up here at some point.
There is. But so now
you're not doing it from your phone ever.
Now you're, wait, pictures of what?
I don't know, whatever we want.
Yeah, so
poor Flip. Here, bless his heart, is what has separated the man from the boys. This is why I moved to Louisiana. Because when my phone broke and I lived in Orlando and I had to switch phones, I almost wound up killing my child. And when I say child, he was 41 at the time. He had been the manager of an AT&T store. So, he knows a few things about cell phones. However, he has about this much patience with teaching me. Every other old person in the state he could help. Me, he'd go, "Oh my God, Mom, I can't take this anymore." So Flip got on the phone and he said, "Just do this. Let's take your time. You'll figure it out." And I learned how to do that. Then you helped me fix my computer at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And then something happened to the computer. And after you had worked with me a little bit, I fixed it myself. So when it comes to anything technical, he has to take Valium and several other medications.
Me or your son?
No, you, to help me through it. Now I'm really confused on what we were looking at the other day. I think I'm confusing whatever runs this with.
So again, I'm not going to get in the whole long story because I've discussed it before. But if we're just doing a podcast on our cell phones, it'll go to one channel, right? So right there is Renee Bray page on Facebook. Right there is Road Comics on Facebook. But right there, it's going to two places, which is my Facebook and YouTube. And that's a service, and we're using one called Restream. We've also used Yard Sale. StreamYard. And we use one called Riverside. Riverside I spent money on so I could get all the extra features, and they were horrible.
They were beautiful when we were in the free section. And as soon as you paid for the service,
it was absolutely horrible and infuriating. So now we're on Restream. So far, so good. But in the free service, we can only do two channels where they can do up to like 30. If you do the paid service, but also with the paid service, you can also run videos and show pictures and things of that nature from your computer.
Yeah,
in your pocket.
Okay, I was confused.
Yeah. So if we ever decide we're going to spend the money on Restream or another service like Restream, we should be able to show pictures and videos right there, which is from there.
And would you do it from your phone?
I don't understand that question.
Like if we wanted to take a picture off your phone, say you took a picture of the garden today and we wanted to put it up there.
Well, I would have to, for instance, I would hold the phone and I'd have to hold it up here like that, and then there, and then there. And they could see it off my phone. Not great.
Oh, I see. I thought we were going to be a lot fancier than that. I was all excited.
No.
No.
If we pay for the upgraded service on Restream or one of those services, then we can.
Okay.
Otherwise.
So now, by the way, you mentioned Restream.
Yes.
Not Restream, Riverside. That you hate it so much?
Hate them.
Can I hate somebody?
Yeah, well, real quick. Hey, here's a picture of our pickles. See, that's how you do it.
Well, see, I thought we could just no zippity doo.
And then, see, that's how that works.
Look how dark you've gotten working out in that garden.
Man.
I'm angry. So I would like to bitch.
I am all ears. You know, I'm always in for a good bitch session.
Yeah, when my phone broke, I had my son help me find a phone. One of the things I wanted was a great video camera,
right,
and a great camera. And he found the Mint Mobile Google Pixel 9.
Ryan Reynolds.
That's why if you look at my Facebook page, it says I'm in a relationship with Ryan Reynolds because he had a special. If he paid for 2 years, I only paid $15 a month for my phone, which is lovely, except it's a Google phone, right?
Yes, Google Pixel 9, correct.
Okay. I also have a Google email account, correct?
Yes.
And apparently I shoot a lot of video and a lot of pictures because you get, 15 MB?
In your, whether it's through the phone or through Gmail, you have 15 gig of storage.
And apparently I reached that a couple months ago, and I keep getting these nasty emails and pop-up messages. If you don't delete some of get your picture, you got too much, you're gonna lose your services. You're not gonna get to send email. You're not gonna get to do anything. Gmail operates all of our YouTube channels.
By the way, though, and two things real quick. Jay Walraven and Jeff Clark.
Oh, hi, Jay Walraven. And look at Jeff Clark. We were just talking about you, Jeff.
Just a little bit ago. But so the second half of that is they set it up where the second they say you're out of storage, the entire thing is so they can sell you storage. But they don't sell it to you like you buy, spend $50 and you have that storage. It's a subscription, so you're paying a monthly fee. And that's what they do. And they make it next to impossible for you to do anything other than spend money monthly for extra storage.
So he gives me what do you call it?
A thumb drive.
A thumb drive. And he goes, don't worry, we'll download all your stuff to the thumb drive. And then we can put it on the computer wherever we need to go, and it'll free it up. We go to do that. And you know what it says? It says that I can delete the pictures and I can delete the videos, but there's no way for you to download it.
So what you would do is in an Android phone, you'd stick the thumb drive into the slot, and then you'd go to Files, and then you can actually either move or copy videos and pictures, whatnot, from the phone to the thumb drive. What it doesn't do is it doesn't in any way, shape, or form change your Google storage.
No. The only way to change it, they have it, is to delete it, although we think we found a way around it today. But I'm just going to tell you, Google, I'm starting not to love you. Just saying. And I'm really upset with the Pixel 9 that I don't have more storage. Although I'm starting to think I got plenty of storage on my phone.
Right.
It's the Google.
Yeah,
account.
Google's what's messing you up.
Yeah, I thought we didn't have any storage on my phone. I've got plenty of storage left on the phone.
Yeah.
It's the Google crap.
Correct.
So I'm back with Ryan Reynolds.
I'm not a fan of Ryan Reynolds. I'm not a fan of Google. Not a fan of Gmail. I begrudgingly use YouTube. But again, because it's owned by Google, not the biggest fan.
Yeah, which is why I can't afford for our Google account to not work.
By the way, Naniki says that she's kept Verizon. She's on Verizon since her very first phone. And although expensive, it seems to work everywhere best, including places she goes. And so she's stuck with it.
Well, here is my thing. I was with AT&T for a long time because my son worked for AT&T. Then I got tired of paying the outrageous fees, and I go, why am I paying $50 a month with AT&T? I'm going to go to Cricket because they were cheap. And guess what? They run off of the AT&T wires.
Right.
And then I changed and went with Mint Mobile because I'm literally paying $15 a month. And that includes the payment for my phone as well because I got the Pixel 9.
Right.
And I will tell you, some of the video that I shoot is as good as anything.
I mean, I don't like Google, but I credit where credit's due. It's an amazing camera, crisp, beautiful photos and video, 100%.
I shot all of your Christmas or your holiday pork tenderloin on there, and I really used all the bells and whistles that phone had. Remember, I worked for days to figure out all the stuff it would do.
Yeah, it's got a ton.
And it's amazing. And I was really happy with those photos. You should have won that.
Well, I was never going to win it, but thank you. Although it was good.
It was great. You just ate some of it the other day.
I finished the holiday pork just a few days ago. By the way, Joanne, I don't know if you're still watching or not, but we are finally to a place where
we're really close to making ostrich.
I'm getting ready to, and I'm not sure which we're going to do first, but we're going to defrost something in the next day or two, and I'm going to try to film it, and we're going to eat some
emu or ostrich
with duck fat. Naniki says that she wishes Ryan Reynolds would bring towers to where she is.
Oh, yeah. $15 a month, I got to tell you, it makes me really happy.
Well, I'm on a company called Tello, Tello.
Right.
And they piggyback off of T-Mobile's lines, towers, T-Mobile. And they have plans ranging from either $12 or $15 a month all the way up to the most expensive plan is $25 a month. That's
wow.
And that's unlimited everything. When I was with Verizon, unlimited everything for one line was like $75. Now it's $25.
Yeah, and see, once I learned, and of course having a kid that works in the industry helped, that everything runs off of everybody else's lines anyway.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I'm like, wow.
Half the time, for instance, when you go to the store and you see the really expensive brand name product, and you see the generic that's like half the price, they're made in the same factory. Like,
I know.
That's just, people buy a name. And sometimes it's worth it, but a lot of times it may not be.
So you know what name I want them to buy? Renee Bray and Flip Orley, keynote speakers.
Oh, yeah, but that's worth it. Because we got a message that needs hearing.
One mind. Your mind.
Your world. I know. You threw me off with one mind.
I know, because I said it wrong.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
I might be hungry.
Dude, you're literally one we're out bitches away from getting whatever you'd like that we have in the house.
Really?
That's in the house. Or if I had to go to the store, I would do that too. But whatever.
I may be a little spoiled. I confess, but I appreciate it.
So let's recap a few things. We're at now. My gosh, we're now at $1.35.
Oh, shoot.
We're definitely, I think, or 99.9% sure doing a reunion or a get together.
Well, yeah, we are. Joanna and I, if you guys are interested in it, Joanna and I are going to put it together for New Orleans. Somewhere between the end of April and the end of May in 2027.
We are starting.
How sad I had to go. What year are we in?
The next one after this one. I believe this Friday. I think this Friday. If not this Friday, the next one. But I think we finally figured out we are going to be Fridays on iHeart podcast doing Adorably Inappropriate. So look for us on iHeart.
I remembered it that time.
Adorably Inappropriate. It'll be on iHeart. There's that. There's Renee's videos on like making tallow.
Body butter on soil to soul lifestyle. Soil to soul lifestyle. We are on YouTube. All of this is on all of our pages: Road Comics Adventures, Flip Orley, and Renee Bray.
Mike Peters, we're definitely interested in the reunion.
Are you? We're excited. I'm excited. I really am, because I just think this is going to be amazing having all these people come together.
So about the only thing which is really restricted, and it's not on like Patreon or something like that. It's not a paid thing. But as far as restricted, where you can find it, is Adorably Inappropriate, which once it's up, it'll be like you can listen to it
whenever it's a podcast.
But it's going up, a new episode starting on Fridays, 9:00 Eastern, 8:00 Central in the morning, Friday mornings. Other than that, like everything else is on YouTube, Spotify.
And we're doing Adorably Inappropriate because we can only watch our mouth for so long.
Yeah, we're on our best behavior. Oh my, if you were like literally here when the cameras were turned off, the Renee has a potty mouth.
You called the dog by her nickname in front of people today.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did.
My bad. That's an accident.
You want to tell them what you said?
It's an accident. It's an accident.
Oh my God. Actually, it's somewhere. I got the dream life right now. We get up in the morning, we have coffee. He starts this crap. I record it and we put it on.
And that's our Adorably Inappropriate. There's going to be less self-editing and there's going to be less editing.
And we just talk about our day most of the time.
Yeah,
because it's over morning coffee.
It could be comedic. It could be informational. It could be just, as Mr. T would say, could be jibber jabber.
Don't you love it when a plan comes together? See, I kept with the theme.
Yeah, you stuck it out, which is good. So other than that, we're easy to find. My website's fliporley.com. We're on all the social media things. We answer email. We answer messages.
We do have a new YouTube channel for our public speaking.
And it's called
Your Mind, Your World Keynote at gmail.com.
Well, and then that's the name also on YouTube.
And that's the name on YouTube.
Yeah. So anything else before we hit it?
I put videos up on everything. Soil to Soul Lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Look for your cooking videos coming out soon. You too can make refrigerated pickles. They're really good.
Oh, I made pesto. I'm going to post that one. And then I made, again, these seared pork chops, then pesto pork chops. And then to kind of change it up a little bit, I made a homemade marinara. Along with that,
And what did you make the marinara sauce with?
With our garden fresh tomatoes.
Our first tomatoes. Those were our first ones off the vine, and they were good.
And then I mixed the pesto with the marinara and call it pestonera. And the pestonera.
I think that's adorable.
Pestonera.
Oh, it was off the charts, man.
Really
good.
Yeah, really worth it.
Really good. And plus, here's what I like about the way you cook. We have pork coming out to Yin Yang. When he said we had 22 pork chops, he wasn't kidding. And he freezes them. And see, anything in the kitchen, I say we. And that means that I looked at while he was doing it. Let's just be honest.
Oh, you're right. We do have about 12 pork chops that are frozen, already cooked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes we'll eat something 3 or 4 days in a row. But the brilliant thing about the way you cook, which is what I was really trying to do the other day and emphasize to you, because sometimes he doesn't know what he does is as good as it is.
I'm using my feelings to work my way through it.
He can show you how to serve leftovers, but your family won't know they're eating leftovers. Especially, my kids always hated it. They were like, "Oh, pork chops again." Well, with the different sauces you make, nobody even knows. And I think that's great. And that's why we're doing a cookbook together.
Yep. Which I was a little bit slow to kind of really embrace it, but I'm really starting to embrace it.
I know who's going to shoot all the
absolutely,
photos for
100%. And it ain't Ryan Reynolds. They're going to be their Nay Brady Day.
I know, but you're, if you turn into spicing it up with Flip on our Soil to Soul lifestyle.
Yeah, because we moved it. We're moving all the videos off of, we're moving all the cooking videos off of Road Comics.
We are putting our Soil to Soul lifestyle is going to be his cooking, our gardening, kitchen witch. I love that. I love that. We came up with that's a really good one. And he was like, I said, "Do you like Kitchen Witch?" And he went, I'm not going.
What I didn't say was in my head, I was thinking more than you know.
Well, there'll be a couple of spells maybe you don't know about in there.
You never know. By the way, Becky, I just said good night, folks.
Oh, good night, Becky. Hey, great job you're doing with making sure all the kids have food on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Becky provides a lot of meals for a lot of underprivileged kids so that they have a lunch.
Very nice. So I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So it always takes somewhere between 2 to 10 minutes to actually shut things down. But we're going to start that process. And the first part of the process is, we're at, bitches. I think I just punched the microphone. That's going to be really loud.
I kept touching it, which probably makes a noise. So if you guys heard an annoying noise, it's Flip's fault. He made me put the microphone on.
I did. So anyway, we're out. Thank you so much, as always.
We love you all. Thank you so very much.
Friday's Road Comics. No. Tuesday.